11-year-old Marcus Washington was riding his bike home from school when a sudden summer thunderstorm unleashed torrential rain that transformed the quiet residential streets into rushing rivers of storm runoff, catching him in floodwater that swept both boy and bicycle into the concrete storm drain system that ran beneath the city. The powerful current carried Marcus deep into the underground tunnel network, where he managed to grab onto a maintenance ladder and pull himself onto a narrow ledge. But the maze of interconnected drains stretched for miles in every direction, with no way for him to determine which tunnels led back to the surface. His family reported him missing when he failed to arrive home, but the vast underground system posed impossible challenges for human searchers who couldn't safely navigate the flooded tunnels, where rushing water could trap rescuers alongside the victim they were trying to save. But Tracker, a Belgian Malinois with the Metropolitan Search and Rescue Unit, possessed the specialized training and determination needed to follow Marcus's scent trail through 2 miles of underground storm drains, where his expertise in confined space operations and scent detection provided the only reliable method for locating one lost boy in a subterranean labyrinth that could hide him indefinitely. Welcome to Saved by Tales. Before we dive into this intense story of urban search expertise, meeting underground crisis, and a rescue dog's refusal to let tunnel systems defeat his mission to find a missing child, join our community of animal hero enthusiasts who understand that some rescues require specialized skills that can operate in environments where human searchers face limitations that could prevent successful outcomes. Marcus Washington was an experienced cyclist who understood basic weather safety, but summer storms could develop with frightening speed that transformed safe neighborhood streets into dangerous flood zones within minutes. Marcus is responsible about getting home before storms hit. His mother, Keisha Washington, often told neighbors, "He knows to seek shelter when weather becomes dangerous, but sometimes storms move faster than anyone expects." The storm drain system beneath Marcus's neighborhood was designed to handle normal rainfall, but intense summer thunderstorms could overwhelm the infrastructure and create dangerous conditions in underground tunnels. Tracker, a 4-year-old Belgian Malinois with the Metropolitan Search and Rescue Unit, specialized in confined space operations and had successfully located victims in underground environments where conventional search methods face safety limitations. Tracker excels at operations in challenging environments where human access is limited, explained his handler, search specialist Jennifer Walsh. His size and training allow him to navigate spaces where larger teams couldn't operate safely. The thunderstorm that caught Marcus during his bike ride home produced rainfall intense enough to overwhelm the street drainage system and create flash flood conditions that could sweep vehicles and pedestrians into storm drains. The water came up so fast, Marcus would later tell his rescuers, "One minute I was riding normally, and the next minute I was being carried toward the drain opening with my bike." The storm drain entrance that swallowed Marcus was designed for water runoff, not human access, creating immediate danger as the powerful current carried him into underground tunnels where survival depended on finding air pockets and stable positions. Marcus's quick thinking and athletic ability allowed him to grab onto a maintenance ladder and pull himself onto a concrete ledge above the rushing water, but his location was now completely unknown to surface searchers. The underground tunnel system extended for miles in multiple directions, creating navigation challenges that would confuse even experienced urban explorers who had maps and proper equipment. Keisha Washington's discovery that Marcus hadn't arrived home triggered immediate emergency protocols when she learned about the flash flood conditions that had affected his normal route from school. "Marcus always calls if he's going to be late," Keisha reported to responding officers. "With these flood conditions, I'm worried he might have been caught in the storm runoff." The search operation faced immediate challenges due to the underground storm drain system where traditional search methods couldn't safely access the tunnels that might contain flood victims. Tracker and Jennifer Walsh were deployed as part of the specialized search team trained for urban disaster operations where victims might be trapped in inaccessible locations. Tracker's training includes confined space operations and scent detection in challenging environments. Walsh explained to search coordinators, "If Marcus is in the storm drain system, Tracker gives us the best chance of locating him." Tracker's initial scent work began at the storm drain entrance, where witnesses reported seeing someone swept into the system during the peak flood conditions. The Belgian Malinois scent detection confirmed that Marcus had indeed entered the underground tunnel system, providing crucial evidence that guided the search operation into the subterranean environment. Trackers got a positive hit for our victim. Walsh radioed to search coordinators. Marcus definitely went into the storm drain system. We're going to follow the scent trail underground. The underground tracking operation required specialized equipment and safety protocols for operations in confined spaces, where air quality and structural stability posed additional risks to search teams. Tracker's training prepared him for exactly this type of challenging environment, where conventional search methods would face insurmountable obstacles to safe and effective operations. Tracker's movement through the storm drain tunnels demonstrated the specialized capabilities that made Belgian Malinois valuable for confined space operations, where size and agility were crucial for successful navigation. The underground scent trail led through multiple tunnel branches and intersection points where Marcus's path became increasingly complex as he had tried to find routes that led back to the surface. The trail is getting stronger, Walsh reported, as Tracker's behavior indicated they were following Marcus's correct path through the underground maze. He's definitely moving in this direction. The tunnel system's design included maintenance access points and ventilation shafts, but navigation required expert knowledge of underground infrastructure that most people wouldn't possess during emergency situations. Tracker's systematic approach to the scent trail provided reliable guidance through tunnels where human searchers could easily become lost or disoriented without proper equipment and training. As the underground search continued, Tracker's scent detection led through increasingly complex tunnel networks where Marcus had been exploring multiple routes in his attempts to find surface access. We're following a path that shows Marcus was trying different tunnels, Walsh observed as Tracker's trail indicated backtracking and route changes that suggested systematic exploration rather than random movement. The Belgian Malinois' endurance and focus remained strong despite the challenging environment and the extended duration of the underground tracking operation. Marcus's survival in the storm drain system depended on finding areas with adequate air circulation and avoiding tunnel sections where water levels posed drowning risks during continued storm runoff. Tracker's navigation abilities provided search teams with confidence that they were following the correct path through underground infrastructure that could confuse even experienced urban searchers. After following the underground scent trail for over a mile through multiple tunnel systems, Tracker's tracking indicated that Marcus had traveled much farther through the storm drain network than initial estimates had suggested. We're now approximately 1.5 miles from the original entry point, Walsh reported to surface coordinators. Marcus has covered significant distance through the underground system. The extended tracking operation tested both Tracker's endurance and the search team's equipment and safety protocols for prolonged operations in confined underground spaces. Marcus's movement through such extensive tunnel networks suggested that he was conscious and mobile, but also indicated that surface access might be challenging to locate without systematic exploration. Tracker's determination and professional focus never wavered despite the physical and mental demands of the extended underground search operation. After nearly 2 hours of underground tracking, Tracker's behavior suddenly changed as his scent detection indicated that Marcus was much closer and possibly stationary in the immediate area. Tracker's showing end-of-trail behavior, Walsh announced with excitement as the Belgian Malinois' pace increased and his alert signals indicated strong scent concentration. The dog's systematic investigation of the tunnel area, where scent was strongest, led to discovery of the maintenance access point where Marcus had found refuge above the water level. Marcus Washington. Walsh called through the tunnels as Tracker's alerts confirmed they had reached the correct location where the victim was waiting for rescue. "I'm here, up here," came the weak but unmistakable voice of 11-year-old Marcus, providing confirmation that Tracker's 2-mile underground tracking mission had successfully located the missing boy. Marcus's location in the underground maintenance area required careful extraction planning to ensure safe removal from the storm drain system without creating additional risks for victim or rescuers. "We found Marcus approximately 2 miles into the storm drain system," Walsh radioed to surface teams. "He's conscious and responsive but will need assistance getting back to surface access points." The extraction operation required coordination between underground search teams and surface support to identify the safest route for bringing Marcus back through the tunnel system. "Tracker found me," Marcus called out as rescue teams prepared the equipment needed for safe extraction from the underground location where he had been trapped. The Belgian Malinois remained with Marcus throughout the initial assessment, providing comfort and demonstrating the bond that often developed between search dogs and the victims they rescued. Marcus's journey back through the storm drain system was guided by Tracker's knowledge of the route they had used to reach his location, ensuring efficient navigation through the complex underground network. "Follow Tracker," Walsh instructed Marcus as they began the return journey through tunnels that would have been impossible for the boy to navigate independently. The extraction operation took approximately 90 minutes as teams moved carefully through the underground system while ensuring Marcus's safety during the journey back to surface access. "Tracker saved my life," Marcus told his rescuers as they emerged from the storm drain system. "I was lost down there and couldn't find my way out, but he tracked me through all those tunnels." The successful rescue demonstrated the remarkable capabilities of specialized search dogs whose training could succeed in environments where conventional search methods faced impossible challenges. Marcus's reunion with his family was emotional and overwhelming, with Keisha Washington expressing profound gratitude to Tracker and the search teams who had worked underground to locate her son. "Tracker spent hours tracking Marcus through storm drains where we never could have found him," Keisha said as she embraced her son. "That dog saved our boy's life by never giving up the search." Marcus's medical evaluation revealed dehydration and minor injuries from his underground adventure, but his condition was remarkably good considering his extended time in the storm drain system. The rescue highlighted both the dangers of urban flooding and the remarkable capabilities of search dogs whose specialized training could locate victims in the most challenging environments. Tracker's successful underground rescue became a landmark case for urban search and rescue operations, demonstrating how specialized dog training could achieve results that human searchers couldn't accomplish safely. Tracker's navigation and scent detection in the storm drain system represent exceptional search dog capabilities, explained urban rescue specialist Dr. Amanda Foster. His training and determination saved a life in circumstances where conventional methods would have failed. The rescue was featured in emergency response training programs and highlighted the importance of specialized K9 units for urban disaster operations. Marcus's experience led to enhanced storm drain safety measures and improved emergency response protocols for flood conditions that could sweep people into underground tunnel systems. Tracker's rescue highlighted the need for better surface marking and emergency access to storm drain systems, acknowledged City Emergency Coordinator Dr. Robert Kim. "We've implemented safety improvements based on lessons learned from this incident." Years later, Marcus remained grateful to Tracker and often spoke about flood safety and the importance of search and rescue teams. Tracker had proven that some rescues required specialized underground expertise that could navigate subterranean mazes where conventional search methods would never succeed. "I still think about that summer storm when an 11-year-old boy was swept into a storm drain system that extended miles beneath the city in a maze of tunnels that could hide him indefinitely while surface searchers faced impossible odds and safety limitations that made underground access too dangerous for human teams." If Tracker had given up when the scent trail led deep into unfamiliar tunnel networks, if he'd lacked the specialized training for confined space operations, if he'd been anything less than a professional who understood that some children can only be found by following scent trails through subterranean labyrinths, Marcus Washington would have died alone in underground darkness while rescue remained forever beyond reach. Tracker's story teaches us something profound about the specialized capabilities that working dogs bring to urban disaster operations, proving that some rescues require not just courage but the kind of expertise that can navigate environments where human limitations create insurmountable obstacles to successful search and rescue operations.